Good evening. Welcome. Just waiting for someone to pop on. Just want to welcome you. Today is Wednesday, April the 21st. Hey, Landa and Jackie. Welcome, ladies. Had a little bit of a last minute rush to get on here. But I'm here. Hey, Bev. Welcome, ladies. Hope you're enjoying your Wednesday evening. Thank you for taking some time out to join me, and I'm going to put together page 2 of the layout 8. Thank you, Bev, for sharing. Thank you, thank you. Let me pull up this wheel, and I'm trying to figure out what to give away. You know, Landa, this morning when we woke up, I want to say when I stepped out, it was like 50 degrees, and it's been cool all day long. I don't know what the temperature is right now, but the sun's already going down. But I'm sure it's chilly out. Yeah, I'd rather be inside crafting for sure, for sure. Hey, you guys, check out, I don't know which way you can see. Maybe if I go this way, yeah. Do you see that stuff on that table back there? I know it's kind of a little distance, and then there's a, you probably can't see it, but like right there on the floor, there's like a teal colored basket. There you can see it a little bit past my chair, but all that stuff right there on the table, let me point it this way. I'm pointing at my camera like y'all can see me pointing at the camera. All this stuff right here, and then this one bin down here that's on the floor, that is all retired stuff. Oh my goodness. I spent a few hours the other day pulling my retired stuff and could not believe how much was retiring from the annual catalog. I know y'all can see my shelf up there. It used to be completely full of stamps, but it's not anymore. It's only about half full. And then the new products that I have right here beside me, because I want to take Sunday to show y'all some stuff. Show you some stuff and to go over a few things. Hey, Stella. So it's 62 right now in San Antonio, Bev. Wow. It's still chilly. I'd still rather be inside crafting. But yeah, I spent a few hours pulling retired stuff. You can't see that side of the wall over there, but there's another one of these card frames, and I have cleaned it out. So it's kind of looking bare in here. I'm waiting for, I participated in a couple of swaps, a couple of leaders group swaps. So I'm looking forward to getting new card swaps, samples of new product. That'll be, we'll all be able to order May the 4th. So yay. But welcome. Thank you for taking a few moments to spend your Wednesday evening with me. My name is Barbara Ragsdale, and I am an independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up. And I'm here live every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time in order to show you how you can use your Stampin' Up products for your scrapbook page layouts. If you're not familiar with Stampin' Up, we're a paper crafting company, so whatever your needs are, whether you have never heard of Stampin' Up, or you know you occasionally stamp, or even if you're a demonstrator, you know that we have everything you could possibly think of in order to get started and help you with your paper crafting needs. So, but I am live every Wednesday at 7 for scrapbook page layouts. And then I'm live every Sunday afternoon at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time in order to show you how to use your Stampin' Up! Products for other things like your cards, your handmade cards, any projects, home decor item, any gift type item. So Stampin' Up! Is not just about cards. We do so much more. And I'm here to inspire you, to give you some ideas, show you how to use the products that you buy, and enjoy yourself. And plus, you're in the company of other people that are watching that also share the same creativity and are like-minded. So, yay, it's a win-win for everybody. But if you're watching me live, you probably see a live on one side of my head. I'm not sure. Sometimes I'm directionally challenged, but so if you're like, who in the world is this woman talking to? I'm live right now on Facebook. So if you're watching me on, if you're watching the replay on Facebook, you won't see that live there, or you will also won't see it if you're watching me on my YouTube channel as well. So, and I do thank you if you're watching me on YouTube because you subscribe to my channel, and I appreciate it. And if you're watching me on YouTube and aren't subscribed, why don't you go ahead and click that subscribe button. That way you get a notification every time there's a new video, whether it's a layout video or my Sunday afternoon videos. So hi Jess, welcome. So I've gotten all of that little introduction out of the way, and let me go ahead and get this camera pointed down so that we can give away a prize. I think what I'm gonna do, I don't have it cut, but I can get it cut. You guys know that Page Layout is using the True Love Designer Series paper that's going to be going bye-bye. I think it's still available. Actually, I checked earlier and I didn't see it on the do not order, discontinued, the whole 9 yards. So, and you guys know this paper is beautiful. It's black, it's white, it's got lots of different designs to it. And you know that with the flowers that I used last week, you can make these flowers any color that you possibly want. So, but I'm going to do that. I'm going to give away a sampling, a 4x6 sampling of the True Love Designer Series paper as the prize. So let's go ahead and get this flipped around so that we can do a drawing. And if you're wondering how you can be in on the drawing, we'll go ahead and do the drawing first. And like I said, it's going to be a 4x6 sampling of the True Love Designer Series paper. And if you're wondering how you can get on the wheel, when you like, comment, and share my videos, that gets you on the wheel. But if you share, you get 2 entries. And we've had a lot of people lately that have won based on their share. So it does work. You get an extra entry on there. So let's go ahead and spin this and give a sampling of paper away. I have paper to the left of me, but it's kind of, I've got some things on top of it, so. Well, looky there. See, I told you people win from their shares. It's Marianne Sanders. Congratulations, Marianne. It's that easy, you guys. So usually on my Wednesdays, I try to give away coordinating products, but lately I've just been dipping into my little prize basket and just giving some prizes away. But for this one, I think I'm going to stick with the 4x6 sampling of the Designer Series paper. Okay, so let's get this. Let me put this off to the side and just do some really quick announcements. When you join my email list, you're going to get a free PDF tutorial, but you're also going to get an annual catalog. Oh, mine's sitting over there. You're going to get, let me see if I can go get it real quick. Thought I had it right here next to me, but I didn't. But you're going to get one of the new annual catalogs that goes into effect May the 4th. Cute! And some of you already have yours. So, like I said, when you join my email list, you'll get that free PDF tutorial. You'll also get an annual catalog. And if you're an active demonstrator, I have a different special goodie for you. let me put that back here. And then what do we have next? We have Paper Pumpkin. Stampin' Up! Has a monthly paper crafting subscription service that is called Paper Pumpkin. Every single month, you've got this cute box delivered that has different projects each month. It contains an ink spot, all the supplies you need for those projects. It also has an exclusive stamp set. And for the month of May, which right now we're in the registration enrollment period for the Batter Up kit. And it ends May 10th. So every single month, the 10th is a really critical deadline with Paper Pumpkin. So as long as you sign up by the 10th of every month, you're going to get the following month's kit. And it's called Batter Up, and it has enough supplies to create 9 cards and coordinating envelopes. And it even comes with bubble gum. This one's going to come with bubble gum. How cool is that? And then next, I am going to be doing product shares. I'll be doing paper, ribbon, and accessory shares. And if you visit my website, which there's my website right there, you can also scan if you have a second device while you're watching, or when I'm done with the video, I'll list the link in the description to the product share event. And this just gives you an opportunity to be able to get a little bit of everything without having to spend a lot to get full packages. So you're sharing with 3 to 4 other people full packages of product, but you're only paying a fraction of it. So all the information regarding my product shares is on my website. So make sure you go visit that. The deadline is May 3rd, but I'll be sending out invoices on April the 27th. And then on May 4th, I'll be ordering all of the product and getting those turned around really, really quick, only because I have a retreat that I'm going to May 6th through the 9th. And the last thing that I want to share with you is some really, really recent news with Stampin' Up! And beginning May 4th through May 31st, we have a kit special. So if you have a wish list of items and it's roughly, $90 to $100, which who doesn't? I have a wish list item. I have my own wish list that's lots more than that. But basically, beginning May 4th through May 31st, I know the dates aren't on here, but it's May 4th through the 31st. When you join the Stampin' Up! Family, you're not going to get the normal $125 in product for just $99. They are upping it to $155 in whatever you want. You get to customize your own kit. How cool is that? Plus, you're only paying the $99 plus tax. Plus free shipping, you get a free Paper Pumpkin kit. That's the cool part, is you get to choose whatever you want in your own kit. And there's no obligation. You can totally take advantage of this for the discount. So if you want more information, I'll list the link in the description when we're done with the video, so that if you want to come join my Be So Creative team, I would so welcome you. I would. But who doesn't like a great deal? You get $155 worth of whatever you want. Plus, May 4th, the new catalog comes out, so you get to choose new product with your kit. Fun. That's lots of fun. I wish I could do that, but I'm already a demonstrator, so we can't take advantage of that again. But think about that. So if you have a wish list, think about that. Think about waiting till the 4th, and you're going to get a really good deal come May 4th. You really are. Let me pull this up just a little bit. Hi, Terry. Yes, congratulations. Yes, hi, Terry. By the way, I had, where did it go? I had it right here. I promise. Oh, I have them right here in front of me so I wouldn't forget. So, you guys, it's not always you know, I don't get a whole lot of mail a lot of times, but when I do, let me just tell you, I always get a smile on my face when I get something in the mail. I'm trying to bring some more light over here. I'm not sure why it looks so dark. But anyway, I got a nice little surprise. I'm trying to move this a little bit. I got a nice little surprise when I went to the mailbox today. Actually, these last few days have been really exciting to go and see some things, and I'm just going to show you a few cards. This is one of the cards that I got from somebody that was at my retreat last weekend. Have we already gone through a weekend? I guess we have. This was from Heather Patterson. So there's a nice little message in there, but she also did a little mason jar. Cute. And then this one came from, who'd this one come from? Oh, this one was from Robin, which Robin was at my retreat as well. I'm not sure, Robin, if she's watching right now, but cute. I remember that paper from Celebration. And then what else? We got this one. This one was from another lady that was at retreat, Raquel. So Raquel, I don't think Raquel watches me on Facebook. I don't know. But Raquel, if you're watching me on the replay or watching me on YouTube, I got your card. Thank you. And then today, I got, it's been opened, but this one had a little bow on the front. And this one came from Terry, and Terry's watching right now. And this one's really, really cute. I had Terry, I was like, how am I supposed to open this? And then I realized I'm just supposed to undo the bow. But I really like this card. I'm going to have to case it, girl. But this card opens like that, and it has a little gift card in it. So thank you, Terry. That was really, really special, and it really put a smile on my face. And by the way, I'm so sad that paper is retiring. But thank you, you guys. Thank you for those that send me the mail. It really does put a smile on my face. It puts a smile on my heart and makes what I do just so worth it. It really does. But thank you. Thank you. Y'all are making me tear up a little bit, but it's real. This is real. So let's get started on page 2 of this layout. Let me see if I can bring this up just a little bit, and let me bring back last week's layout so that you can see we're kind of going with a Mother's Day layout theme since next month is Mother's Day. And I know some of you may have some pictures that you want to put in a scrapbook, or even if you don't scrapbook, these 12 by 12 page layouts are still great ideas when it comes to putting them in like shadow boxes and being able to frame them on the wall. So whenever you see one of my layouts, think outside the box. If you don't scrapbook, but you're still interested in being able to learn how to put together a page so that you can frame it, these are perfect 12 by 12 frames. 12 by 12 frames fit perfect with these. And if you have any kind of dimension or anything like that to it, then that's where your shadow boxes come in really, really handy, so that it doesn't squish all the work that you've put into it to, you just don't squish it. You don't want to squish it. You want that dimension. You want those embellishments and everything like that to be how you want it to be. So let me pull this over to the side, and I was going to go ahead and do the frame like I did last week, but I thought, let me go ahead and do it again. So I have this particular piece of designer series paper, and I'm going to make a frame. This is one. So this just shows you how you can make a frame with your designer series paper. You could also do it with cardstock if you wanted a more, what's the word? A more stable frame, I guess you could say. Let me double check my measurement here. This is, it's 1.5. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't going to short myself on this, but if you watched last week, you learned that on your paper trimmer, you have, maybe I should bring it up a little closer and show you. You learned that on your paper trimmer, to the right and left, you probably can't see that, but to the right and left of your cutting blade, you've got this really fine, let's see if I can bring it up. There we go. I think I can see that right there. You see that little indentation there? It's part of the mold, but it's a line that helps you line up to these lines on your paper trimmer. And so what we're going to do is we're going to use that. I'm going to see if I can get back down here again. And what I say, 1.5. I'm going to start with this line right here, which is actually, I think it's closer to like 1. And then I'm going to go all the way down. Let me move this up a little bit until I get down to the last inch. And then I'm going to pick my trimmer up and I'm just going to turn my paper all the way around. And then I'm going to start right here since it's already lined up on that part. And then I'm going to go all the way to the top. I know you guys probably can't see me working in the same frame, but I'm going to do that and turn this all the way around. And then every time I turn it, I'm going to start at the top and then work my way down to this bottom one. And then let's turn this one last time. And then what you're going to see is that middle part that's being cut is going to pop out. So let's start that right there. And then work our way up. I think I got it. And there we have it. Now I have 2 pieces. Try to bring that through without ripping it. Okay, so you've got this big piece, which should be 10.5 inches square, that's perfectly usable for something else that you might be working on. But what I wanted was this frame. All right, so let's get this off to the side, and then let's get our frame on. So we're gonna put adhesive along the back. And I'm going to try not to put too much because I remember last week, if it catches on any of that cardstock, it's going to want to stick. It will stick. And then depending on where it catches, it might rip your paper. Okay, so let's frame this piece of cardstock. I'm going to try real carefully to get up to the top. Stay out of frame. Do I got it? Do I got it? Do I got it? I think I got it. I think I got it. I think it caught down here, but there we go. Yay! We got the frame. We got the frame. Okay, so now that I have this large frame, what I'm going to do is put together some smaller frames. And these are going to be some mats. So we're going to mat these 2 colors that I'm working with. This color right here is soft seafoam. And I'm just matting this on a piece of basic black. So I've got that mat. One of these, actually I have 3 of them that are going to be picture mats. And one of them, which is not on the screen right now, we're going to make into a journaling mat. Okay, so we'll just make those really, really simple. I think these are large enough for like 3x4 pictures. I measured them right. And that small one, oops, I totally ripped that. That small one is like for like a 3x3. Something a little smaller. So I have that mat, that mat, that mat, and then I also have this one off to the side. And I have this one off to the side because I'm going to use this one as the journaling box. But I'm also going to do something a little different with that. Okay, so I've got that, and this is on there for a reason because that tells me that's my journaling box. Okay, so I got my mat there. I've got that mat, that mat. I also have this mat, which is another piece of designer series paper. Just wanted to mix up the DSP, which, by the way, if you're new to Stampin' Up, we call our designer series paper, the acronym is DSP. So if you hear DSP, that's what we're talking about. We're talking about it's typically double-sided and normally comes in 12 by 12 packs, but there could be packs that also come in 6 by 6 as well. Okay, so we're just going to get some adhesive on the back of this, and we're going to put this one at this angle. The other page, I'll want to say, well, I think it's about the same angle. And it's the same designer series paper that I used on the other page as well. Okay, so let's get this small one. Let's get this one on here. Put a little adhesive. This one is going to go directly on up here. Yeah. We'll just put that one right here. Okay, and then this one, I'm trying to get all my mats down. I'm using the process of elimination on my side over here because I'm looking at some extra pieces, but I'm also looking at my photo to make sure that I don't skip any steps. And what I mean is, since I don't do, like the cards that I do on Sunday, because I only do one layout, I don't do two, I put everything together and then I take a picture of it so that I know how to assemble it when it comes time for the demonstration, and then I take everything off and then I'm looking at a picture so that I know how to put things back. That's how I do my my layouts. Okay. So, and I also have, let me bring all these pieces over. Some of them I've done, and then some of them, I think one of them, I'm going to save in order to show you how I did it. Make sure I got all my pieces. Yeah. We're just going to put this one in the middle. And I think I want to use dimensionals. I want to pop this piece up. So let's put some dimensionals on the back of this. This is one of the, make sure I'm putting it on the right side. What is this one? I'm trying to figure out which one this one is. It's from the Painted Labels dies. I was thinking Stitch So Sweetly, but it's not. Stitch So Sweetly actually is one of my favorite ones. Okay, and we're going to put this one. You know what? Maybe I shouldn't put that on yet. I'm supposed to stamp on that. Uh-oh, hold on. Let me take these off. I needed to stamp on that. I'm glad those just came off perfectly. Okay, let's stamp. Let's stamp on this one. And what I'm stamping on this one is I'm stamping the stamp set that I'm using is called Strong and Beautiful. On the other layout last week we used You're Like a Diamond, Resilient, Strong and Beautiful. And on this side I wanted to put something to represent Mother's Day. And there's a Happy Mother's Day stamp, but I don't want to use the happy. I just want to use the Mother's Day, and I want to stamp it on this little piece right here. It seemed to fit. It looked like it was going to fit. And so what I'm doing is I'm taking the black Stampin' Right marker, and we're going to color just what I want to stamp. And you can accomplish that using the little brush tip end. So on our Stampin' Right markers, you've got two ends. You've got a little writing end, and then you have a brush tip end. We're going to use that in order to help color the Mother's Day on the bottom. And this is where you want to be really careful where you start. And then I have mine turned sideways. So just turn it sideways and you can color it sideways. But when you get to that point where it's almost to the next word, that's where you want to be careful, because if you accidentally get some ink on that other word, then it will show up when you go to stamp it. I think I did a good job. Yeah. Okay. And then I'm just lightly going over it, but what I'm going to do after I stop coloring it, basically, or inking it up, you want to give it a little breath. I don't know if y'all heard that, but you give it a little hot breath, and then when you go to stamp it on, that hot breath helps reactivate the moisture so that it doesn't dry out as before you have a chance to go and stamp it. Okay, so that's all I wanted it to say on there was Mother's Day. That way, if you have pictures, and this is like Mother's Day pictures, it just represents the day. So let's put these back on. Oops. I'm just going to use the small ones because that's what I have right here. Okay. We're going to put that right in the middle. Mother's Day. I wish it was bigger. I wish that stamp set was bigger, but it's not. Okay, and then I also took some flowers from the Designer Series paper itself, which this is one of the pages. This is one of the Designer Series papers that comes in that pack. I love this because these are large enough. There's not dies that come with it. There's dies that come with like this one because this one was a stamp. But for these are really, really easy to cut out. And quite honestly, when you see this Designer Series paper, when you see pieces like this that are up against the edge, if you would normally like throw them away, don't throw those away. Those are perfectly usable pieces that you could use up against edges, along the bottom. We're going to be using those. So these are a couple of pieces that I used, and we're going to take this piece here and this piece right here, and if it looks roughed up, it is roughed up, and I'm going to show you how I did that. But these are really, really easy to, make sure I'm putting this on the right side, are really, really easy to color with our blends. And the colors I'm used on this one is So Saffron and, what is that one? Light and Dark Soft Seafoam. So I used a couple of them. Okay, so I'm going to put this one up along the top, and then this one I'm going to put right here to the side. It kind of gives a little dimension to that little corner there. And then I have this one, which if it looks roughed up, it's not flat, but I'm going to show you how I did that. So let's put this one up with some dimensionals, and we're going to put this one down here in the bottom right-hand corner, but we're going to wait. Let's wait. Yeah, we're going to wait on that one. Let's do this one. Let me use a couple of them since I'm using small ones. Oh, you guys, and that ribbon that I used last week, the scalloped lace trim ribbon, I went to go try to make a double bow, and I'm like, yeah, that's not going to happen. I literally had enough just to make one little bow, and I went to go see if I had more, and there was no more. So I was like, oops, I guess I'm going to have to just be able to do one bow tonight. So it kind of looks a little off compared to the other page, because the other page has 2 double bows on it. Okay, so let's put this one right here. We're just going to use these little flowers for filler here and there. Get that off. Now let's make our little journaling box, and then this one's going to go on afterwards after we do the journaling box. Okay, so this mat that I have, in with the Let me bring it over here so you can see it. But in the Forever and Always bundle, there was dies. And this particular die fit some of the words that are on here. So I took this die and I thought, let me use this one for a journaling box. So all I'm going to do is just kind of line this up. I'm going to use the writing part of the Stampin' Write marker. And I am going to wing it. I'm going to wing it. I'm just going to draw lines. And then hopefully I can keep this straight. If you're worried about it moving too much, definitely break out your washi tape. That's not very dark. Let me try another one. I've got like 5 of them right here. So let's try another one. And then I'm going to use the guide from the top of the die and line it up so that I can get these to be, oh, that's a little darker. You could go over it again. I think I'll go over that top one. But you see how I'm lining up the top of the die with my next line? And then I'm just starting it right here. I'm going to go over these twice. So now you're getting some pretty straight lines. And then I'm just continuing to use the top of my die and lining it up with that bottom so that I can do my bottom line here, if that made sense. And these lines are not perfect by any means. Where they start and where they stop. I mean, they're generally in the same starting, stopping position, but this is just a way, because this particular die has a long straight line where you can get away with kind of making your own journaling box. And I think I have room for one more. I do. If you really wanted to take your time, you could do lines literally from this side to that side, or just trim your journaling box down so that you don't have to worry about having this empty space on each side. So let me go back and do this one. Let me line that up. See if I can go over it and make that top line darker. But yeah, washi tape would really help kind of hold this in place if you're worried about it moving while you're trying to do a straight line. Plus, oops, it moved. It moved. Plus, what was I saying? Okay, whew. I was like, I didn't want to breathe. I was holding my breath while I was doing that. So now you have a journaling box, basically. Okay, now we can put it down. But if you're worried about, messing it up, definitely do the lines before you put down the mat, Okay, so let's just put this down right here. And then this right here, this piece of Designer Series paper that's been colored with the blends, we are going to put that one down here in this corner just to help soften up this little edge down here. Okay. And then let me show you, I think that's everything based on my picture. Let me show you how I did the little flowers. Okay, so we do have an image where I stamped it in Memento ink. And I stamped it in Memento, that way I could use our blends and it wouldn't blend in. And then if you haven't seen this little guy yet, this is our mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And this was perfect for when I was here because it's the perfect size. I just have something really, really small that I want to die cut. And I cut my paper down just to make sure it would fit in here. And then we've got the die. Now, if you have yet to use our dies, it's real obvious. The part that's smooth is the part that stays on top. And then the bottom side has a groove. And this little piece here, that's what cuts the paper. So you always want to make sure that that cutting piece is facing down. And then you just line up the die with your image. And if you're concerned about it moving, you know, like I said, you can always break out the washi tape to help hold that down. Put your plate on. And then let me grab, oops, it moved while I, hold on, it moved. Of course it's gonna move, I'm live. Okay, let's get that line back up. I'm gonna try not to, let me get it in there and sandwich it down so that it doesn't move. Okay, and then you just crank that through. You're gonna hear some little cracking and popping. But you have your image that's been die cut out. And depending on how you lined it up, you know, you'll see that perfect white edge all the way around. But this is our little Stampin' Mini cut and emboss machine, and it's just like the big version where it folds, and it's so cute. These are designed for like the little mini embossing folders that we have, but at the same time, when you have small little projects where you have a little bit of die cutting that you need to do, that's perfect to have around. Okay, and then I have just a scrap piece of paper here. And then I'm gonna color this with, I'm not gonna put this one on the, I'm not gonna put this one on the layout, I don't think. No, I'll go ahead and put it on the layout. So all I did was I colored. I'm using light So Saffron around the edge. And with our blends, the more you color it, the darker it's going to be. And then I'm going to use the dark So Saffron in the middle. Okay. And then right now, this piece is completely flat. See, it's completely flat. Now you see how our blends will bleed through your paper. So that's why you want to make sure that you're using a piece of scrap or something on the bottom to protect whatever you're stamping on. But you could use a spritzer. I can't seem to find my spritzer, so I broke out our little water, our aqua, what do we call these now? They're not aqua painters or water painters. I don't know what they're called. They changed the name on them. They changed the name, and they also changed the way these things open too, which completely throws me off. But basically there's water in here, and you can use these for your watercoloring. But this says push, and you want to give it a little water. So I'm just using my little aqua painters. I don't even know if that's the right product name. And I'm getting it wet. And as this is getting wet, the paper's getting wet, it's starting to curl. And like I said, you can also get away with using your little spritzer on that too, just to get some water on there. But you see how it's curling. Now, while it's still wet, I am just going to basically rough up the paper so that when it dries, it has a really clean, kind of ruffled up effect to it. And what this does also is it helps break up the fibers a little easier. Of course, you could just wad it up if you really wanted to, but if you wanted to give it just a little texture but not make it look like it was a wadded up piece of paper and you're trying to flatten it back out, this would be the way to go. Okay, I think that's roughed up enough. Now, as it dries, you'll start to see a significant difference in what it looks like once it's dry. So let me get some dimensionals on the back of this one, and I think we'll put that one right there. That way I've got, no, I don't know. I'm looking at this while I'm putting this on, trying to figure out where I could put these. Let's see. Well, meanwhile, this is stuck on here. These little dimensional backings. Let's see. Oh, we'll just throw one right here. I probably should have made that one mint macaron. Not mint macaron, soft seafoam. Oh well, oh well. But anyway, that's the layout. let me move some of this off to the side. And I haven't been looking at the comments, I'm sorry. Let me take a look at my picture one last time just to make sure. Certainly if you wanted more of these flowers, you could definitely cut some more out and, you know, line the whole edge. I think that would look really cool to line up, put some more flowers here and maybe another one down here. So let me bring the other layout back. And then let me see if I can bring the camera up just a little bit more without it coming completely off. Let's see. There we go. I think I'm able to get both of those side by side. I think. Let me move that over there. I think you guys can see those side by side, but there you have it. There's the True Love Designer Series paper that's going to be retiring. And I haven't quite memorized everything that's going to be continuing into the next catalog either. I just know this Designer Series paper is definitely not going to be carrying over. So if you are interested in any of the products that you see during this demonstration, or you want to learn more about what Stampin' Up! Can offer you in regards to your paper crafting needs, let me know. I will post all of the links in the details after the video, as well as the supply list. So, but thank you ladies for joining me this evening. And if you would like to join me, I'll be live again Sunday afternoon at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. And yeah, enjoy your evenings. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching. And thank you for all your likes, your comments, and your hearts. Those all made me happy to see those tonight. So thank you, ladies. Good night.